we have an NFC East prediction that we wanted to go through. Who wrote this article?
Nate Davis. He was on with Dukes yesterday.
Okay, so Nate Davis came on with Chad Dukes, and he wrote this NFC East breakdown. It's not something that's super in depth, but he has the Eagles, of course, winning the division at 11-5, and then he has every other team at 7-9, including the Redskins.
Wow,
which I think that's about what we have.
Yeah, I think we were at 7-9, 8-8. I don't know. Maybe one of us had 9 wins,
somewhere around that, in that range.
I can give you. This is as of April 20th. All right, when we went through the schedule, I had them 5-11.
Wow,
how about that? I have them a brutal. I think the second half of their schedule is brutal. Cakes has them at 7-9. Jason has them at 7-9. JP has them at 6-10. I think that's the most recent time we went through the schedule.
So we don't even have them at 500.
Yeah, safe to say
not
we're not
one junkie here has them at 500.
I mean, look, they didn't finish 500 last year. They did draft Ron Payne and Darius Geis. If they're impact players, maybe they'll be better. You need the guys to stay healthy, but a lot of the guys that you need to stay healthy don't have a track record of
Were
staying
those
healthy.
predictions post-draft or pre-draft?
You'd have to check the dates.
Sounds like it's a little bit before
April
the draft,
20th.
Right?
Oh, that's before the draft.
I thought we did.
So
we have threatened to do one.
We did.
It's not right next to it? Like, are there 2 columns per person?
There are 2 columns. Yeah, no, that's it. That's all we got.
All right, so what's the biggest question mark right now with this team going into camp?
I think health will.
Oh, let's assume every team has that as a question mark.
Well, no, but they have guys. Are you going to see Jordan Reed play the majority games?
Yeah.
Health.
I have to be healthy for them to have a quality year. But
right.
I would say, what kind of impact does Darius Geis have?
Yeah, I think, is he the real deal?
Is
Can
he the
be
real
a difference
guy?
maker?
Right. I mean, because everyone's high on him.
I think most people say the
Geis.
secondary. The secondary is big question marks there. You know, including
because you let Bashad Breeland go.
Well,
is Quentin Dunbar going to be the number 2? To be Josh Norman and Dunbar?
Looking that way.
Or
At this point.
Skandrick.
Skandrick's an oft injured guy, kind of getting up there in years. I'd be stunned if he was your number 2 corner.
Fabian Moreau a corner?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they drafted him.
Well, they're expecting more out of him this year.
There'll be some competition.
Yeah, I agree. Drafted Troy Apke at safety. Still got Monte Nicholson.
That's another guy who's a big injury question mark.
All right, so
but when he's healthy, he's a stud.
When he's healthy, he's very good.
So secondary is a question
I think
mark.
secondary. I think Josh Doxson's a big question.
Yeah. Well,
this is a make or break for him.
Plus the quarterback too. Like we kind of expect it to be a lateral move, but let's see. Let's see how Alex Smith performs. That's the biggest factor. Let's be real. The biggest factor is, will Alex Smith play like he did last year, or will he regress to that guy that had an entire season, 16 games, without a touchdown to a wide receiver?
Well, that's not going to happen. He's going to throw touchdowns to wide receivers.
Well, if that sort of season transpires, it's more in the 5-11 or 6-10 range.
Does he fit? Does everything fit?
Yeah,
that's the big question.
I think he's going to be very, very solid, but it's just a lot of it's going to be out of his hands. Like he'll handle his business and be very competent, very, very polished.
I think
professional.
in some ways he
There's only
should
so
be
much he
better
can do.
because I think he limits the amount of turnovers. Not that Kirk was Mr. Turnover the last couple of seasons, but Alex Smith really takes care of the ball, mostly because he's super conservative.
And we're going to be sized when we see how athletic he is. He's still, at his age, he could still move.
Oh, absolutely. He can run.
He can run. And that's sort of an element we haven't had since RG3, and he's not looking to run first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Totally different.
Well, they're going to have to use him. They've definitely got to use him.
I'm starting to get sized.
I don't know if I see the Giants jumping to 7 wins. Weren't they poop last year?
Didn't they win 2 games last year?
Just because they had drafted Saquon, Odell Beckham. Is he going to play with them? Is he showing up at camp?
Yeah, he's going to play with them.
The teams bounce back all the time.
That's true.
And remember, he wasn't healthy last year. Huge. If you want to equate it to that.
I think going into the year, the Giants were one of the favorites in the NFC.
Yep.
He just bombed out.
I mean, Eli's Eli, and he's going to have some poopers. He is. But he's got some weapons.
But if Barkley's the real deal, and why wouldn't he be? And Odell Beckham bounces back. Shepard is there.
They got Ingram at tight end. He's
really good young tight end. They have some pieces.
They really do.
It's a matter of whether the defense can stop
right.
people.
There's always teams where you go, oh, well, they sucked last year. So you just kind of it's in your head that they're going to suck again. But there's bounce backs.
Always are bounce backs.
And then the Giants could be one of them. Who knows?
I wonder if Redskins fans were upset by Ben McAdoo's comments that the Redskins are Washington's just Washington. So, you know what I mean? They're just always going to be sort of at the bottom dwellers.
Right. Well, you might be right.
It's hard to. I got them at 5-11, but that
Well,
that was before the draft.
I know it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but when they did that top 100 players list, which the players vote on, which they air on the NFL Network,
How many guys do we have in the
Redskins-
top 100?
they have hardly anybody. They don't have elite players. Like, they don't have an Odell Beckham Jr. on the team.
No, they
Who's
don't.
their most elite player at his position?
Probably Trent Williams.
Trent Williams,
It's got to be Trent Williams.
maybe
Yeah.
Ryan Kerrigan,
Norman,
maybe Norman, but
Even though
his
he's
play
coming off a
slipped.
bad year.
His play slipped.
I agree. Yeah, they don't have many.
Jordan Reed's elite when he's healthy.